How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be working on a Ottoman, or I call it a footstool. You guys can call it anything you want, but I do notice Julie, somebody had gave us a small love seat, and it doesn't have anything that reclines, and I know she likes to put her feet up, so I'm going to try to build her an Ottoman or a footstool, whatever you guys, like I said, you want to call it. I'm going to be using the cedar wood, the cedar boards. They're actually fence boards, and they're not very expensive. You can pick them up. I got these at Home Depot. So they look like they're fairly easy to work with, and as you know, I'm not much of a woodworker, so we're going to give it a try and see if we can come up with a nice footstool for Julie. Yeah, these are 6-foot dog-eared fence boards. They're cedar wood. They're really nice for building stuff out of. We built the squirrel feeders out of it, and I think they're really fun to work with. So I thought, why not try to build an Ottoman out of these boards? So this is the material we're going to build with, and the Ottoman is going to be 26 inches long and 13 inches wide. And the reason why I picked that measurement is somebody had gave us some pillows. The gentleman that actually gave us the love seat gave us some pillows, and we were going to use those. We're going to use 2 of them pillows on top of this, so you can kick your feet up there and relax. Alright, our first piece we're going to cut is going to be 26.5 inches long. So we're going to need about 4 of these cut 26.5 inches. Now we're going to need 4 of them 13.5 inches long. Now these measurements will probably mean absolutely nothing to you guys, because you might want to make yours whatever size you want to make it. I'm just going by the size of the pillows that me and Julie have to work with. And like I said before, I'm not a carpenter, so I'm just doing the best that I can here. Okay, we have our 2 stacks of lumber here. We got the 13.5 and 26.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these guys together. We need 2 of these boxes built. I'll show you how this is going to go. We're going to stagger these joints. And like I said, I'm not a carpenter, so please don't judge me on my skills, because I'm not really that good at it. So we're going to make 2 boxes, sort of like this, and we're going to put these together, and then we'll start on other pieces that we're going to need. And I'm just using a little bit of Elmer's Gorilla Glue here, and we're going to be using a nail gun to put this guy together with. Alright, we got one done. We'll get started on the other. I'm just going to do the same thing. Set it up here on the table. Get it as square as we possibly can. Alright, so we have both our little boxes built now. These boxes are basically going to sit on top of each other. Alright, so we got the boxes, both the boxes built. Now we're going to we're going to color pieces for down the side, sort of like our little legs that are actually going to hold it up a little bit off the ground. So I just set my saw to 45. Now I'm not real good at doing this stuff, but I'm going to do my best to get me the 45 on the corners for the legs. And I measured them at the tightest part at the 45. It's only like 1 3/4 inches. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strip this board in a couple pieces for my legs. Okay, honestly, I have never really built much furniture, so I might be going about this the wrong way, I don't know. I'm just going about it the best that I can. What I think should be done. This is not what should be done. So what I'm doing now is I got a set of these corners here. I'm going to go ahead and glue and nail these two corners together so I can kind of use this as a guide.
Okay, I got a good bit of the sanding done, but now I'm not trying to sand out the saw marks. All I'm doing is trying to sand off the little flakes that look like they're going to fall off. If you look at this cedar wood, when you get them in boards, it's like flaky. It wants to fall off, you know, and I didn't want to get that all over the floor and then somebody getting splinters in their feet. So what we did is just lightly sanded over all the box. That way this is not falling off. So, but we still have the saw marks, everything's still in there, looks just like the fence boards. We're gonna get ready to cut the trim for the top of the box. Okay, so now this is set up to where we can have a small compartment in the bottom of this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the wood for the bottom. Okay, this is basically how the bottom's going to be. We still got to cut a piece for in the middle here, and we're going to have to do the same thing for the top. So we'll go ahead and cut the two for the top, and I'm sure the one in the middle is going to be the same as the one in the middle and the top. Then we'll strip them two there. Alright, we're going to drill a hole through the center here just so we'll have a way to pick this lid up. And yeah, this is Deborah. These are your hole saw bits you bought for me, and we are using them again. So we'll be using this to pick this thing up out. All right, I want to give you guys a little closer look. It's pretty much done. As you can see, it's definitely the Cedar rough cut fence boards. Nothing is perfect about this thing. Nothing at all. It's just what we want. I think Julie's going to be real happy with it. And she'll be able to kick her feet up on there. And also be able to open up the middle and put stuff inside, which is pretty cool. It is, I would say, rustic piece of furniture. I like it though. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to put a coat of clear on it, like a satin clear. I think that'll do good to help protect it. Alright, there's our footstool, or Ottoman, however you want to say it. The cushions came from the couch, And I just basically made them so they'll lay on the top of there and you can kick your feet up on there. That was a cool little project. It took about 6 cedar fence boards to build this little ottoman. So that's pretty cool, made out of cheap cedar fence boards. All made out of cedar fence boards. I think it's actually pretty nice. I like it. Alright, that's our ottoman, footstool, whatever you want to call it, made from cedar fence boards, and I do think it turned out pretty nice. Didn't take very much wood. I think about 6 or 7 of them boards. Tops would be 7 of them boards. I think they're around $3 a piece, so it doesn't cost very much to build it. It's actually pretty cheap, and I think it looks pretty nice. So with the compartment down inside, now you can leave that up to your imagination what you can put inside there. So I would like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.